What's up, Lemonheads? Producer Fungus here at the FIU versus game here at Marlins Park. I'm with Gabriel Garcia, who writes for who writes about for us.
Thanks for that introduction there, bro.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. So, tell me your thoughts about the game. What's the first thing that popped out of you? Obviously, FIU beat the Canes, which is their first Power 5 conference win in school history. Also, it's a really big win for Miami, dude. For
really
the FIU, I'm sorry.
For FIU.
For FIU, yeah.
He just can't get over the fact that we just watched a historic game tonight that's going to go down in the history books for both sides. Like, this is going to be talked about for years to come.
Oh, yeah.
The night that FIU defeated the University of Miami Hurricanes at Marlins Park, their former home of the Orange Bowl. I mean, I don't know if it's a curse. I don't know if it's just like the stars aligning, but nobody thought that FIU was going to win today.
That is
not
some
the
crazy.
Bookies, not anybody.
That is some crazy irony, huh? Playing the game here at Marlins Park, the gravesite of the Orange Bowl. You got look at this big ass M right in back of us here, and the Canes just couldn't get it done, right?
They just couldn't get it done. Jaron Williams had another poor performance today. I mean, he threw 3 interceptions, had 1 fumble. At the end of the day, he had 2 touchdowns, but it's too little, too late. And they just couldn't get anything going really in the first half. And not only that, DJ Dallas went down in the third quarter with a dislocated elbow. That was horrific. That was horrific. Both teams kneeled in support of the player, and he was able to get off on his own power. But without him, there was a clear leadership gap.
There really was.
Cameron Harris helped out.
He stepped up. He stepped up. He had some good runs after
losing DJ Dallas was a huge thing for UM.
It was a big loss, but to be honest, Canes didn't look very much like they were in the game when he was playing.
No, and the crazy part is that you have to keep in mind, 2 weeks ago, UM played the best game of the season, dominating Louisville.
Oh yeah.
FIU was coming off a really bad game, probably the worst of their season, losing to FAU in the Shula Bowl.
That's right.
And look at them now.
Look at it now.
Look how much a difference a week makes.
Nobody foresaw the outcome of this game. Not even Vegas, who predicted Miami to win by 20.5.
20.5. They were like 21-point favorites. The over-under was 44. I personally thought that they were going to win. UM was going to win by at least 21 points. What do I know now? So
nobody knows anything, right?
Nobody knows anything.
But any final thoughts about the game?
Final thoughts about the game is that this is definitely going to affect recruiting for both schools.
For both schools, yeah. For Miami negatively, obviously. Recruiting grounds, South Florida has the best recruiting grounds in the whole entire country, and they are spread thin because with the emergence of UCF, USF, FAU, FIU, and just all the other powerhouse teams in the country that come down here.
The landscape is no longer the big 3. Now it's a crowded field of at least 6-7 programs that it's anything goes. Anybody can get anybody at this point, especially after tonight. It shows that a underdog team like FIU can defeat a storied franchise or a storied program, really, of the Hurricanes that's been well known with big names over the years, with at least 2 titles. I mean, it's just mind-boggling the way that this came out today. And nobody expected this outcome.
And I'm willing to bet that there are some recruits out there who are on the fringe about maybe going to FIU that after today's win are motivated to come to FIU and play in these types of games.
I'll be honest with you. If you're the front office or the recruitment squad that's behind UM, I would be really nervous tonight because you might have a hard time convincing some people to going to UM. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some people actually decommit and not necessarily go to FIU, but go to another program, either in-state, like let's say FSU or UF, or even out-of-state to Bama, to LSU, to UCLA, anybody.
It's definitely a hard time. Shout out to Maurice Alexander that couldn't play in today's game. Hard time. But
it'll be fun.
What do you guys think? Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram. Wherever. Let us know your thoughts about this game. Are you an FIU fan that rooted for UM and now are regretting it? I bet there's a lot of you out there like that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, right? What about those guys? FIU came onto the field to a lot of boos from the fans.
Yeah. They had actually walked right into a very hostile environment from the get-go, even though it was a home game. Because remember, they were supposed to play at FIU, but the Canes didn't want to play at the facility because it's not like a modern facility, so they had two choices. Play their home game at the Hard Rock, or play here at Marlins Park, which pretty much is just another home game for UM because this used to be the Orange Bowl.
Exactly.
And I've been mentioning this for like about 2 or 3 weeks now in my What It Matters in section.
And the crowd was definitely like 75% Canes.
No, I think it was more than that.
You think it was more than that?
I think it was more than that. Yeah, it's just that we might not have a really accurate number because remember this stadium has really good acoustics. I mean, with 10, 15,000 people, it sounds like it's 30, 40,000 people. And honestly, it wasn't until late in the fourth quarter that enough Canes fans left the stadium that it officially became an FIU home game.
It started to look like an FIU home game once all those Canes fans started to pile out. Well, all right, fans, let us know what you think. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram. Let us know your thoughts.
All right. I'm Gabriel Garcia.
Producer Fungus.
And we will catch you later.
See you later.